Jews picked up these pastries sort of along their travels, being in Europe, and decided it reminded us of the holiday, and we were going to adopt it as a Purim tradition. There's lots of other food traditions from different Jews around the world that look a little bit different. There's Haman's fingers, there's Haman's ears, Oznei Haman in Israel. Anything that sort of reminds us of the evil of Haman, we love to sort of pick on his body parts. But I never really liked Hamantaschen, actually. The Hamantaschen I grew up with, they were kind of dry, right? My grandmother, Grandma Phoebe from Yonkers, she would bring them back from sisterhood and give them to me as a kid, and I hated them. I thought, who wants to eat these dry, crumbly cookies with this dollop of apricot or prune or cherry right in the middle? Ugh, blech. And after college, when I was living in Washington, D.C., I mentioned this to my friend Rachel Corrigan. And I said, oh my God, I hate Hamantaschen. I never make them. I never want to eat them. She said, that's because you've never had my mom's Hamantaschen. And I was like, okay, fine, prove me wrong. Great, teach me to make your mom's Hamantaschen. And she did, and they were amazing, and they totally changed my life. Now, the story of Susan Corrigan's Hamantaschen are special to me, a child of an interfaith marriage whose mom's Italian and whose dad is Jewish, because Rachel's mom wasn't Jewish either. She was a nice Catholic girl from Ohio who met a nice Jewish lawyer at a college party, and as they say, the rest is history. They fell in love, they got married, and she wanted to raise a Jewish family. So when it came time to her learning how to make Hamantaschen or wanting to make Hamantaschen with her daughter, she didn't have an auntie to go to. She didn't have a grandma to go to. She had Betty Crocker. So she opened her Betty Crocker cookbook, and she found a recipe that kind of reminded her what Hamantaschen might be. And that recipe that Susan started in Ohio is the basis for my Hamantaschen recipe. So I just love that Jews, wherever we have been, we have picked up traditions and we've combined it to continue to be meaningful and delicious. And that's just a little bit about Hamantaschen and a little bit about my theory about Hamantaschen. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some techniques for Hamantaschen, right? Because Hamantaschen can be a little tricky. They open up. I made a few ugly ones that I left in the kitchen. They are tricky to fold. There's a lot of little tips and tricks. So first you want to chill your dough. I chill my dough 2 times. So I chilled it to start after I made it. And the ingredients are pretty simple. It's butter, sugar, flour, a little bit of salt, a pinch of baking powder, an egg, vanilla. But of course, there's lots of different kinds of dough. And I have a couple different doughs with me tonight. So if you're interested in making your own Hamantaschen, I'll be right over there and we can make some together and try some different variations. So one tip is about chilling it 2 times. So you chill the dough 1 time, and then after you form them, you chill them again, and this helps them keep their shape a little bit better. Another trick with Hamantaschen is to not overfill them. It's the kind of thing where less is more, and I know it's very hard. You want to keep filling them. I feel that way, but actually, the more filling that you put inside, the more they're likely to ooze. You know, you ever have those Hamantaschen leak all over the place? That's why. A third tip for Hamantaschen that is sometimes a little bit hard for people to swallow, but I promise that it's really the truth, is about using a very high sugar content filling or something that's a little bit firmer, because then it won't leak as much and it will keep its shape. So I always say, this is not the time to use the gorgeous jam or that you bought at the farmer's market. Save that for your toast. This is the time to kind of buy the cheap stuff. And it's just one holiday, right? It's not going to kill you. All right. We'll cut just a few more. What's everybody's favorite fillings? Yeah. You know what? So it's very easy if you all shout at once. It's perfect. How many for Poppy? How many said, I heard chocolate? Apricot. Whoa, oh, that was a very passionate apricot response. Raspberry. I didn't get any boos. What would be a boon? Prune? Prune, I know, right? How about cookie butter? You guys know what cookie butter is? Speculoos, so good, so good. How about lemon curd? Great filling, right? What? Nutella, yes, Nutella. Nutella is the best filling. Why? Because it's made of crap. It's all sugar. Yes. Okay, so tonight I have a couple different fillings. I'm going to show you some folding, and I'll send you some decorating, and then you're going to come and make all the Hamantaschen that we're going to eat tonight, right? All right, so prune. Poppy, of course, is one of the most traditionals because it is how the Hamantaschen started was, of course, the poppy. And it's one of my favorites, but my husband hates it. And if you don't grow up with it, it is definitely sort of an acquired taste. This is a wonderful jam and actually has a really fantastic Jewish story, Bol Mama jam. I don't remember the whole story now, but you should look up the article. It was great. This is Bol Mama, but I would not recommend using this for Hamantaschen. This is good jam. I would recommend using Smucker's. I'm not joking. Cookie butter is really great because it kind of has the consistency of peanut butter. So it's really very firm, which means when it bakes, it doesn't ooze a lot. It really does keep its shape quite nicely. All right, so there's two schools of Hamantaschen shaping. There's folding and there's pinching. Who's a folder? Boo. No, I'm just joking. It's okay. There's no wrong way. I'm a pincher. I think it holds shape nicer, but you know what? You do you. So okay, this is how I pinch. I pinch one up here, and then I really go back and pinch. I really want it to keep its shape, right? It is more time consuming, but it definitely does make a difference, right? Okay, so I'll show it again. I pinched one corner here. I don't know if you can see my hands or not. You see my hands? Sort of. All right. Better my hands than other parts. Okay, here we go. All right, so that's how I'm pinching. I'm pinching up on one side and then boop with my thumbs up that way. All right, so the last step and the most fun step, of course, to Hamantaschen, I find, is after they're baked and when it's okay. Are you going to bring me a drink if you're back there at the bar, though, please? All right. So in the theory of sort of like, I didn't love traditional Hamantaschen, I wanted to have a lot of fun with them. That's how I feel. These are fine. These are fine. There's nothing wrong with them. They're delicious. But like, let's take it up a little notch. I love bakery cookies, which are kind of neither Jewish nor Italian nor anything. They're just kind of like New Yorkish, you know, bakery cookies. And I wanted to kind of give a little bakery cookie inspiration to my Hamantaschen. So a number of years ago, I started, you know the bakery cookies or shul cookies, you know, they're kind of dipped in chocolate. All right. Right, so I'm dipping one side in chocolate, just like the bakery cookies, and then sprinkles on top. Now you could do this with chocolate sprinkles too. You could also do it with nuts, and that just really is like whoosh, a nice extra little level. Another way that you can add some nice chocolate little flair is that you can drizzle it over the top of it. Let's do that. This is a chocolate chip cookie dough. So this is a chocolate chip cookie Hamantaschen. So the dough actually has chocolate chips in it and brown sugar like a chocolate chip cookie would. All right, so now I'm going to take, this is just melted dark chocolate with a little bit of oil. You can use vegetable oil to melt it, or you can use coconut oil. You can also just buy what they're called chocolate discs to melt. And then we're going to, could you see that? It's probably hard to see. All right, so that's one. I don't know which way. Oh, there we go. You see that better? All right, I'll show you another one. This is the most fun. This is the most fun part. You feel very fancy. You almost feel like an artist. All right. All right. And that's it. That looks so fancy, but actually, I mean hard, but it was actually just some melted chocolate and some sprinkles and a plastic spoon. And now you got all of the Hamantaschen secrets. Thank you. That's nice. I'll take that, right? I'll be back here making Hamantaschen. We have 3 different kinds of dough. We have the chocolate chip cookie dough. We have plain dough, so we can fill it with whatever you want. And I also have a funfetti dough with sprinkles inside of it. I'm happy to answer any questions for you guys and happy to share this Purim with you. So please stop by and come make some Hamantaschen with me. Thank you so much.
The DJ has to.
Yeah. Okay. We just gotta cut the music.
You guys, your mic's not on.
I think. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Hit it. What? Yeah. Okay. All right, Temple Emanu-El, it's time to play the Family Feud. Woo! Woo! I'm your host, Shoshana.
Yeah.
Are you ready to play?
Yeah.
Nice. Let's get started. Introducing Team Heroes. Woo! Coming to us from the land of Shushan, we've got Vashti. Vashti, tell us about yourself.
I used to be queen until my husband asked me to dance for his cronies, so I told him to shove it.
Yeah. And Esther, can you tell us about yourself?
Sure. I'm the second wife. But we're friends. It shows you, you know.
It's very modern.
Sisterhood.
Exactly.
And Mordecai?
So I like to consider myself the middleman between Esther, King Ahasuerus, Haman, the future of the Jewish people. And by the way, I don't bow down.
Didn't ask, but good to know. And now introducing Team Village.
Boo! Boo!
We've got King Ahasuerus. King Ahasuerus, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, how you doing? I asked my wife to dance, and I got canceled.
Nice, nice. And of course, we've got everyone's most hated villain, Haman.
Boo!
Haman, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm just another guy who hates Jews.
Nice, nice.
Not so funny.
Joining Ahasuerus and Haman is that notorious despot, Pharaoh.
Boo!
I have to say I feel a little out of place. This is not my holiday. So I enjoy pyramid building and dabbling in enslavement.
Okay, okay. And last but not least, all the way from Hollywood, the woman who hates orphans and children of all kinds, Miss Hannigan.
I enslave orphans like you, Esther, and the sun will definitely not come out tomorrow.
Okay, well, okay.
So there.
I think it's time to start the Family Feud. Okay, we're going to welcome up Ellen Austin and Mark Landman. Come on up to the stage. Woo! All right, guys, how you doing?
Okay.
Great.
Good.
We have no idea what we're doing.
Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. You're our first contestants on the Family Feud. Okay, we're gonna put one hand behind your back, one hand on the desk, and if you think you know the answer to the question, you're gonna hit the button. Got it?
Got it.
Okay, here we go. What is the most offensive request your partner could ever ask of you?
Ooh.
The most offensive request your partner could ever ask.
Loaded.
It's Purim.
Okay. No.
I have no idea.
To be in Family Feud on Purim.
Should we see it on
Yeah.
board? Ellen?
To like Haman.
Do we see to like Haman? Woo! You guys stay right here. I'm going to take this over to the villains. Most offensive request your partner could ask of you.
I'm going to say equality.
Equality. Do we see equality on the board? Survey says. All right. Haman, what say you?
Asking her parents to move in with us?
Nice. Survey says.
Good job.
Pharaoh, most offensive request.
Will you let my people go?
Oh, good answer. Come on. Good answer. That's a good one.
Survey says. And Miss Hannigan, what about you?
Asking me to pick up dirty clothes.
Yeah.
Survey says. We're going to take it over to the heroes. All right, Vashti, the most offensive thing your partner has ever asked of you.
I would say the most offensive thing would have to be being asked, being asked to dance naked in public.
Oh, good answer.
Great job.
Come on, good answer. Heroes.
Yes. Let's reveal the other answers on the board. Change
Political parties.
Being asked to attend a Kenny G Marathon Festival.
Well,
Run a marathon.
Team Heroes wins the round. All right, guys, thank you so much. We're going to break now for a message from our sponsors, the Lethal Seduction Swingers Club and our Megillah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu hamikra Megillah. Amen.
Amen.
Vayehi b'mei Achashverosh, hu Achashverosh, Hamelech behodu ve'od kush sheva, ve'esrim u'mea medina, bayamim hahem keshevet, Hamelech Achashverosh, al kisei malchuto, Asher b'Shushan habira Bishnat shalosh lemalcho Asa mishteh Lechol sarav Ba'avadav Chel Paras Umadai Hapartemim Vesarei hamedinot Lefanav.
All right, we are back. Ooh, there goes my mic.
Oh.
We are back. And let's see. Ann Landman and Katie Zhang, it's your time to play the Family Feud. love the glasses. You guys are looking so good. All right, so one hand behind your back, one hand on the desk, and if you think you know the answer to the question, you're going to hit the button. All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Name the most famous non-royal woman who's married into royalty.
Meghan Markle.
Do we see Meghan Markle on the board?
Oh.
Do we see Meghan Markle on the board? Woo! Yes! Oh, that was your answer? Do you want to try? Do you want to try one more? A non-royal woman to marry into royalty. Fergie. Oh, that's a good one. Do we see Fergie on the board? Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We're going to take this over to the heroes. We're going to take this over to the heroes. All right. Vashti or Queen Esther, do you have an answer?
I'm going to go with Lindsay Lohan.
Oh,
Lindsay Lohan.
Right. Do we see Lindsay? Oh. Queen Esther, what say you?
Okay, ready? Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly.
Yeah.
Woo! Why isn't she number one, though?
Mordecai, do you have an answer?
Esther. How could you not realize it's you? Esther.
Me?
Survey says Esther. Esther's the top
Nice.
on the board. Team Heroes
Esther.
wins the round.
Yeah, Wallace Simpson.
Wallace Simpson, number 5. Should we reveal the other
It's a
answer?
cliffhanger.
Cinderella. Wow.
Cinderella.
Of course.
My goodness. Thank you guys.
Congratulations, that was amazing.
That was
Well
amazing.
done.
We're going to break now. Yeah, they were amazing. Great answers. We should have had Fergie up there. We break now for a message from our sponsors. The UNICEF, Harry and Meghan lost all their money and now need donations fund. And our Megillah.
All right, I'm reading up here from a facsimile of what is the world's longest Megillah, illustrated. So afterward, you should come over and take a look at it. All right, here we go. Listen for a name you may know. Vayehiba Amram Elav, and it was when the advisors spoke to him, Yom Vayom, each day, below Shama Alehem, and he wouldn't listen to them. Vayagidu leHaman, Le'erot Hayamdu Divrei Mordechai. They spoke to Haman to see whether Mordechai's defiance would stand. Ki higid lahem, for he had said to them, Asher hu Yehudi, that he was a Jew. Vayar Haman. Haman saw ki ein Mordechai korea umishtachavelo, that Mordechai wouldn't bow down to him. Vayimalei Haman chema. Haman was filled with rage. Vayivez beinav lishloach yad b'Mordechai, and it wasn't enough that he would attack Mordechai levado himself. Ki higudu lo et am Mordechai, for he'd heard about Mordechai's people. Vayevakesh Haman. Haman sought to hashmid et kol hayudim, to wipe out all the Jews, b'chol malchut Ahashverosh, in Ahasuerus' kingdom.
Okay. Woo! All right.
Amazing.
Who's ready for another question? Nice. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to welcome Ted Zing and Susan Alexander. Come on up. All right. There's some serious, fierce competition here, you guys.
All right.
Let's see. Okay. One hand behind your back, one hand on the desk. And if you think you know the answer to the question, you're going to hit that button. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Name the top reason why people bend over.
Oh.
Because their back hurts.
Because their back hurts.
Okay, because their back hurts. survey says. Oh, do you want to try one more?
Sure.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Because they have to pick something up.
Because they have to pick something up.
Hey!
Yeah, that's really good. We're going to take this over to the heroes.
Okay.
We're looking for the top reason why people bend over.
I'm trying to decide between pet the dog and twerking.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with pet the dog. Pet the dog. The
Let's
kosher
see.
answer.
Pet the dog. Oh. Esther, top reason people bend over.
When we pray Aleinu, va'anachnu korim.
All right.
Such a good Jew. Look at you. Who raised you? Who raised you?
Uncle Morty, do you have an answer?
I know for me, it's colonoscopy.
Good answer.
Good answer. Colonoscopy.
Okay.
Amazing. All right, folks.
All right.
Top reason, we're going to take this over to, who are we taking this over to?
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh, thank you.
It's a budget
Pharaoh, top
colonoscopy.
reason for bending over.
To tie your shoes.
How about tying your shoes?
You don't even have
That is
shoelaces.
top reason on the board. Can we see number 5?
Application of preparation aid.
Aid.
Hey, wait a minute. What about bowing down to me?
Oh, true.
There couldn't be a better reason to bend over than that.
Okay, get it.
No
Haman's
bowing.
a murderous
No, no.
megalomaniac who wants everyone to bow down to him. Whoever let him on the show, who knows? Crazy. We're going to break now for a message from one of our other sponsors. But thank you so much.
Sure, it was great.
Our sponsor is Preparation H, maximum strength for all of our lactose intolerant, insufficiently fibered Jews. And our Megillah.
Woo!
Vayagidu leMordechai et divrei Esther. Vayomer Mordechai lehashiv el Esther al tidami v'nafshech lehimalet beit hamelech mikol haYehudim ki im acharesh tacharishi ba'eit hazot revach ve'hatzala ya'amod laYehudim mimakom acher ואת ובית אביך תאבדו, ומי יודע אם לעת כזאת הגעת למלכות.
All right. Who's ready for the next question? Will Diane Bialik and Rhoda Altman join me? Amazing women who are up here, you guys. Woo! Woo! Legends, legends, right here. All right, one hand behind the back, one hand on the desk. If you know the answer to the question, you're going to hit the button. Are you ready?
Ready.
Please name something that is hard.
Piece of candy.
Oh, you hit the button.
Piece of candy.
Okay. Do we see a piece of candy? Rhoda, what were you saying?
Tabletop.
The table. Do we see tabletop? All right. Good try. We're going to take this over to the villains. Ahasuerus, please name something that is hard.
I got this. I got this. It's my golden scepter.
All right, yeah. Survey says golden scepter.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, Haman, something that is hard.
Calculus. Yes, Haman.
Do we have calculus on the board? Pharaoh, something that is hard.
Guys, Passover is hard for me.
True to that.
Do I see Passover on the board? Ms. Hannigan, something that is hard.
Diamonds.
Yes.
Diamonds. Do we see diamonds on the board? That is really good, actually. Heroes, can you name something that is hard?
I've got one.
Yeah.
Revealing your Jewish identity when your life is on the line.
Oh, jeez.
Do I see
All right.
revealing your hidden identity? Woo! Got the top
56.
answer. Yes.
Hard.
Yeah.
Can we reveal the other answers?
Rocks.
Yeah.
Being Donald Trump psychotherapist.
True.
Thank you
Yeah.
both.
That'd be pretty easy.
We're going to now break for another message from our sponsors.
Thank you.
Viagra, Cialis, Baywatch reruns,
so much.
and our Megillah.
Vayomer hamelech ha'ashverosh.
Now?
Vayomer le'Esther hamalka mihu zeh vezehu asher melo libo la'asot kein. Vatomer Esther ish sar ve'ayev Haman והמן גלעד לפני המלך והמלכה והמלך קם בחמתו ממשתה היין אל נגי הביתן והמן העימד לבקש על נפשו מאסתר המיקה גירו כי קלטה אליו הרע מאי המלך.
Woo! Yeah! Okay, guys, we're getting close. We're getting real close. It's time for our next question. I'm looking for Rena Goldstein and Sally Levine. Come on up.
Yeah.
Hi. Come on over this way. Rena. No, you're perfect. All right. Amazing. Ooh, you're playing with the button. That's perfect. All right, you're already ready. So, you ready for the question? Name the most badass woman in Jewish history.
Esther.
Esther. Do we see Esther on the board? Woo! All right. You actually got the top answer. We're going to reveal the rest of the answers on the board.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Number 2. RBG. Golden right here. Vashti. Dr. Ruth. Oh my God, thank you both for joining us. We're going to break for a message from our sponsors. The Gal Gadot Fitness Regimen, building the Sababa Bud, and our Megillah.
ומרדכי יצא מלפני המלך בלבוש מלכות תכלת בחור ועטרת זהב גדולה ותכריך בוץ וארגמן, והעיר שושן צהלה ושמחה. ליהודים הייתה רעה ושמחה וששון ועיקר, ובכל מדינה ובכל עיר ועיר, מקום אשר דבר המלך בדעתו מגיע, שמחה וששון ליהודים, ממשתה ויום טוב, ורבים מעמי הארץ מתיידים, כי נפל פחד היהודים עליהם.
אל שבע והסרימו מהמדינה, מלכות אחשוורוש, דברי שלום ואמת, לקיים את ימי הפורים האלה בזמניהם כאשר קיים עליהם מרדכי היהודי ואסתר המלכה, וכאשר קימו על נפשם ועל זרעם דברי הצומות וזעקתם, מאמר אסתר קיים דברי הפורים האלה ונכתב בספר.
Amazing. For the final question of the evening, I need Frank Bamberger and Rebecca Birnbaum to come join me on the stage.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Where's Frank?
Do we have Frank? Let's see. Say it one more time.
Let's go, Frank! Frank, 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 Frank. We're running out of theme music.
You're up.
Frank.
That's you,
Frank.
yeah.
Frank. 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 Frank.
Yeah.
Yes, Becca? Yes.
Oh, you're Rebecca. Perfect.
Stop making characters.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Wait. Not yet. You got to answer the question first, Frank. We got to answer the question. The question is, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Name one thing that is well hung. Ooh.
Well hung?
Well hung.
Well hung.
The Mona Lisa painting.
Do we see Mona Lisa? Do we see Mona? Oh! Yes!
Okay, what's
Can.
next?
Rebecca.
Okay, yeah.
Rebecca's going next.
All
Shannon.
Clothes in the closet.
Clothes in the closet.
That's a good one.
Very good
Yeah.
answer. Woo! We're going to take this over to the All right. Let's see, Miss Hannigan, one thing that is well hung.
Oh, God.
You can always pass.
I will pass.
Okay. Amazing. Pharaoh, one thing that is well hung.
Hats.
Do we see hats on the board?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's take this question over to Haman.
Boo.
I just want to say that I don't think the Mona Lisa has ever been simply described as a picture. But I'll tell you what the best thing to hang is Jews.
How incredibly anti-Semitic of you. Do we see Jews? And we're going to take this right to Ahasuerus. Name one thing that is well hung.
I can't believe what Haman just said. So I'm going to say something that's well hung is Haman. Done. It's over.
We have a Haman on the board. Yes. You got the top answer on the board, and this is what turns Ahasuerus from a villain to a hero.
Woo! Come on over. Yeah.
Let's go, people. Come on now.
Yeah.
Heroes at where it's at.
Yeah.
Heroes wins the round and the game. And we're going to say Happy Purim to all of you. Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach. Woo!
Okay, my friends, I'm going to make this short because I'm way too drunk. I'm a good Jew. Food is being served right now. At 8:45, we'll come back here for the world-renowned Maccabees are going to perform for us. We are very excited. But meanwhile, go eat. Enjoy.